Match number 47 of the Tata IPL 2024, and we are once again back at the Eden Gardens. The final home game before a couple of on the road fixtures for Knights. Once again, they come back to face the mighty Mumbai Indians, who also do not look good this season. But when it comes to Kolkata, I shouldn't say Orko. It's a home happy hunting ground for Knights this season because the batting has clicked, the bowling has not clicked against Delhi Capitals today in an evening contest who are coming out all guns blazing in the last few games, back-to-back wins. They might be pretty confident. How do you look in this fixture? Shouldn't be a one-sided, definitely.
Absolutely not. It's a very tough game, to be honest, more so for the Knights because even though they are playing at home, the tosses haven't gone in their favor. And if it continues to happen this way, Delhi have the upper hand. And even if Delhi bats first, they have of late put up some really stellar scores. It's like the second version of Delhi, what it wasn't 1 month ago. They have made some tough calls and they have gotten some big players to be rested, or you can say dropped to play people like JFM and all. So certainly this is going to be a tough game for both the teams.
Absolutely. They made a lot of big calls. They've dropped somebody like an Hendrik Nokia. David Warner has been dropped. Mitchell Marsh has gone back to Australia due to injury. So big names are missing. Yet they are performing. They are in the fifth at this moment in the points table as well. So they are performing well. They've come back well in the season. Rishabh Pant is looking good as well. It's time. Let's straight away move on to the head-to-head between KKR and DC. Here is the head-to-head. 33 matches have been played between these two teams. Very even, Steven. 17 is to 15. We have always witnessed KKR Delhi having a different kind of rivalry. Games go down to the wire, close encounters. But talk us through this fixture at the Eden Gardens. It's going to be a flat track once again, just like the pitch curator has always kept it very simple. High scoring of a contest you're expecting today.
Yeah, absolutely. A toss plays a very crucial role even this time around, and it'll be the case in every game that happens in the Eden. I think it's pretty simple that a team would want to chase because any total can be chased, and Punjab just showed it. So, yes, the toss will be a crucial one, and this fixture is obviously a very even Steven one, with Delhi having a better record in the last few games, if you can take into account the last 2 3 years. And obviously, these are two sides that know each other very well, like a number of ex KKR players play in Delhi, a number of ex Delhi players play in KKR. So this is a contest where two teams and their players know each other very well.
Yeah, a lot of players know each other very well. The good friends of Rishabh Pant and Nitish Rana might face off each other. What's the update for Nitish Rana? Is he still fit or not fit?
Well, I've heard that he has started practicing. He's wearing his gloves, which is a good sign. The tape is off. He was even seen that day clapping with that injured hand. So certainly the fingers got some movement into it. But is he match fit or not? That obviously time will tell. I've heard that people say that he may not play this game. He'll play the away games. That is starting with Mumbai. Obviously, that means that more than half the season is done. But if he comes into the business end of the tournament, it'll obviously be an asset for the team.
Okay, it would be an asset for the team, definitely. You have to see in place of whom. Probably a Venkatesh Iyer is the likely. We will see what happens. Let's straight away move on to the pitch report of the Eden Gardens. It is a very, very special ground. One of my favorite, to be very honest, in India, in the world. Always a fascinating stadium. We have had so many close encounters this season, be it the RCB game, be it the Rajasthan game, and one horse victories for Punjab, Lucknow versus Lucknow KKR had. Toss is crucial. Win the toss, definitely elect to chase.
Absolutely. The toss is absolutely crucial, and I think that KKR haven't been that lucky in terms of tosses. I think Shreyas has won just one toss, that is against LSD, and that was the only time we chased. In the remaining all games, we were only batting first, and somehow managed to pull out a victory against SRH and, of course, RCB as well. But we were in the losing side against Rajasthan and Punjab. So these are alarming signs that at home we have not been the side we wanted to be. We can't really call it our fortress, though the past record says so. So certain things need to be tinkered, especially in the bowling, and if that happens, then the team can get past the winning line.
So KKR wants to bowl first. I think Delhi will also want to bowl first. But the last two games Delhi Capitals have faced, they they're batted first, defended targets. So they might not be disappointed in case they have been put to bat first.
They wouldn't, because Delhi obviously has been a batting heavy side of late. They've got some hitters in front. They've got Shaw, who has got his bat moving. JFM is in sublime form. Even Shai Hope is among the rungs, and so is the beautiful middle order duo of, you can say, Stubbs and Pant. And with Akshar Patel also being among the runs, DC is a very formidable side right now. And it's a very crucial game for them as well. Both the teams are stranded at 10 points. So one of them will go to 12. And so it's an important game for both the sides.
It's an important game for both the sides. Definitely one of them will go to 12 points. We will see what happens. Let's look into the key elements the team learns from the previous game. Starting with the home side, the Kolkata Knight Riders. Once again, it was the two openers. that set a platform. They were all guns blazing, be it Sunil Narayan, be it midfield salt. At a stage, we thought 250, 260 will be on the cards, which was eventually done. Shreyas batted really well with his cameo knock, which he played off 10, 12 deliveries. But still, once again, bowling is a concern. I heard the curator say that Sunil Narayan bowled 4 overs, conceded 24 runs, and the others are not conceding runs. So it's not the fault of the pitch, it's the fault of the bowler's skills. Do you agree with that?
Well, not completely because I believe that there are other bowlers have also gone for runs. It's not just KKR because even Punjab gave away 262 runs before we gave those same amount of runs. And even in the previous games, all have been going 200, 220 plus. A team like Rajasthan Royals, which has people like Chahal, Ashwin, and Bolt, also went for the same amount of runs. So you can't totally blame the bowlers of KKR itself. It's like every bowler who comes gets bashed here and there in this particular stadium. That's the kind of venue. But these are world class players, and with time they have to adjust to it, and especially when this is your home ground, you have to get your ball turning. And I don't see the reason why Varun or Anukul is not getting the same amount of grip and turn that Narayan is getting. Who knows, if they tinker their combinations, maybe things will go their way.
Slight change of tactics was needed in the last game against the Punjab Kings. Was Anukul the right replacement of the impact player sub at that moment for Punjab Kings? Probably Suya Sharma would have been a good option. Even you had Anukul Roy, you bowled him 2 overs in the power play. Was there something different KKR would have done in that game?
Absolutely. I think that giving 2 overs to Anukul was not the right decision. I believe that he was an okayish impact sub to bring in, but maybe Weber would have done better because he's been doing well. He has gone for runs, but he's always got his big
And
wickets.
also, he
And
knows the
even
Punjab side pretty well.
exactly, and he's someone who gets wickets in the power play and big guns as well. In the previous match, he got Quinton de Kock and he got Jaiswal, so he's used to getting the big wickets. And if we had got someone like a Besto out early, we would have been in the game. But of course, sometimes such things do happen. Anukul is a good bowler, and I hope that he'll come good in the coming games as well.
Okay, so you're expecting Anukul Roy to continue playing probably as an impact player if required. We'll see that. But the two fixtures for Kolkata, it's the Delhi Capitals at home. Then they go to Wankhede Stadium to face the Mumbai Indians. Two massive games, I must tell you. What are you looking? How many points can the Kolkata Knight Riders fancy?
Well, I think they have to take one game at a time, and to start with, they have to improve their home record. I know that they have won 3 games here, but let's be honest, we have won only one game comprehensively. We were pretty lucky against RCB,
Yeah,
and we just pelted at the
exactly.
right time against SRH, and that's how we won those 3 games. So we haven't really been a comprehensive self at home, and I think that's what they will search for in this particular game. And a lot of dependence comes on the bowling because the batting's doing just fine. So I think they will try to win this game first, and then look at the away fixture versus their nemesis Mumbai.
Okay, so you're taking one game at a time for the Kolkata Knight Riders at this moment, which is absolutely right. Going to their opponents, which is the Delhi Capitals, they just smashed up here and there to the Mumbai Indians at home. Jake Fraser Magag is just the name that is enough to just call it. He's a different ball game player. Man just strikes from ball number one. Cameos from Punt, Stubbs, and Hope just got them to our 255 total, which was enough in that surface to defend a target. And Rasik Dar, I think he's turning out to be a very handy impact player bowler for the Delhi Capitals.
Well, firstly, credit to the management to have backed someone like Rasik Dar, and they are using him that well. He's not just a normal swing bowler, but someone who's got some wonderful variations, a nice back of a hand slow ball, and he's bowling the tough overs like how Harshit is doing for KKR. He bowls in the middle overs, the death overs. So it's nice that a youngster is being backed so much by a person like Pant, who is the captain, and the management, alongside the backing they give to batters like Orel. So it's nice that Delhi is bringing up such kind of bowler in the crucial time, and it's working for them as well. And Jake Fraser McGurk obviously coming with a huge reputation and form from the Big Bash, from the ILT20. So certainly he's a very, very wonderful acquisition for them. And it actually helps the kind of cricket Delhi wants to play, that they don't fear any opposition, who matter comes in front of them. So certainly that's a very big positive that they look at. And Stubbs is in the form of his life. I mean, whichever position he comes, he just goes after the bowling. And it's not necessarily that he will do that in that particular ground. He has been doing that every game. Pant
Yep.
obviously speaking well as a captain. So these are all good signs for Delhi. They're peaking at the right time.
And even a shy hope he will be required to face whether it's Andrew Russell or Sunil Narayan, the West Indians who he might know very well. So it's important to keep the balance for the Delhi Capitals. The two fixtures they have, Kolkata at the Eden Gardens, and they go back home to face the Rajasthan Royals. Two good fixtures. What are your take on these two?
Well, I believe Delhi have the capacity to win both the games because Eden is a ground like their home turf. And because they have recently beaten the Mumbai Indians, they will obviously be very confident to beat the
Yeah.
both coming sides.
Okay, so you said potentially 4 points up for grabs for the Delhi Capitals. We will see what happens. Starting with one game at a time as a Delhi Capitals fan, I would also want to say one game at a time. Let's see what happens today at the Eden Gardens. Let's take a look into the top three players to watch out for in this game. Here are the six players I have for me: a Phil Salt and the Sunil Narayan. They have been destructive, to be honest, at the top of the order. And Harshit Rana has been a little bit off in the last couple of games for the Kolkata Knight Riders. I think he is a game away from getting back to his base. Jake Fraser Magag, I cannot take him out of this top three players to watch out for. Abhishek Porel coming back to his hometown. He will fancy his chances. And a Kuldeep Yadav. This man has been great. Has to be in the T20 World Cup squad as well.
Absolutely. These are certainly the players to watch out for. To start with Phil, Salt, and Narayan, the kind of opening firepower that they have shown of late. So, certainly, they are the ones to watch out for. And Delhi has a good bowling unit in the power play as well. So, they may look to get their guns blazing in the form of Khalil and stuff to get the wickets early. And if their start is curbed early, then obviously Delhi will have the upper hand. And Harshit obviously has bowled some tough overs and obviously has been pelted here and there in this particular ground, which is a graveyard for bowlers like him, particularly the fast bowlers. I think that he will also have a good game ahead. And coming to the three which you mentioned from Delhi, Porel, obviously a local boy. He's not new to Eden and Calcutta, so he's someone who would look to prove a point in front of the home crowd, the local crowd, I should say. JFM is obviously the kind of player you need in terms of tracks like Eden Gardens, so he obviously would not shy away from going from ball one. And Kuldeep, given his history with KKR, and after leaving KKR, is a much supreme bowler, and he gets like 3 4 wickets every time he faces KKR. Like he gets activated against this particular opposition. So I think these are the players to watch out for.
He's still disappointed, I must tell you, whenever he thinks about leaving the Kolkata Knight Riders. But I think he will try to prove a point at the Eden Gardens today evening. So we are done with the top three players to watch out for. Let's straight away look into the top three battles in this game. Here are the three battles I have for me. Dushman the Chamira, I think he's going to once again play one game and is a bad game. I don't think so. He's going to rule him out, but Mitchell Stark's finger could be a concern. A Chamira versus a Fraser Magga could be a very big battle at the top. Sunil Narayan versus Rishabh Pant in the middle overs, and a Kuldeep Yadav versus Shreya Shaya are the three battles I have selected. I even wanted to have a battle of Rishabh Andy Russell as well, but no Nokia this time. So what's your take on these three battles? Which one are you eagerly waiting to watch?
Well, very honestly, I can't select any one of them because all of these are very, very interesting battles. Because whoever plays, be it Chamira or Stark, they have a task cut out to control this juggernaut of a player in Jake Fraser McGurk. So it will be a very interesting battle, especially in a track like Eden. Then comes the wonderful two battles which you mentioned between Pant and Narayan. Obviously, Pant plays spin well, known for sweeping the ball, and Narayan is someone you just can't get away. So that will be another very wonderful battle. I think Shreyas versus Kuldeep will be a very crucial battle, especially for teams like Delhi because they know that Shreyas is a very good player of spin and Kuldeep himself is a maestro as well. So that will be a
Yeah,
wonderful battle with the way Shreyas tries to counter spin by coming down the track. It's not an easy thing
absolutely.
to come down the track against Kuldeep. So this will be a wonderful battle as well.
Okay, so you cannot choose any one of the three battles, to be very honest, and I completely understand. Three top battles, we will see which out of these three, or if these three battles, which player comes out on top. We're done with the battles. Let's straight away move on to the predicted playing 11. Here is the predicted playing 11 for the Kolkata Knight Riders, an unchanged 11. They did not perform bad. It was just a one-off game where the bowling needs to come out well. Unchanged 11 with Vaibhav Arora as my impact player. What's your take on this one?
Well, I don't think that they need to tinker much with their side. I know people have been suggesting that you don't really need a Chamira or a Stark. You can play someone like Rutherford who can add more firepower in the batting and use a completely Indian pace bowling attack with Weber also doing well. That is obviously an option, but I think that when a side is performing and getting some wins, it's not fair to really destabilize them and make too many changes. So I think they will go in with this team. If Stark's available, he'll come in. Otherwise, it's just fair to give Chamira another game. It's too harsh to take him off with just one
Absolutely.
game, so I think this will be the playing 11 they'll go for.
Even I think so. It's going to be harsh if you take him away after just one game at home. So I think also the same. Let's go with the same predicted playing 11 for the Knights. Going to their opponents, Kolkata Delhi Capitals now facing the Knights at the Eden Gardens. Similar conditions, unchanged 11. Lizard Williams was really good the last game against the Mumbai Indians. So I keep him as well as the same 11 for me. What's your take?
I think this is how they'll go. With Abhishek Porel doing well as an anchor, I would say someone who can play anywhere. They tried him in the opening, they tried him at three, they even tried him for finishing. So certainly he will keep his place. I think they can think of giving a bit more ball time to Kushagra. I think he's a good batsman who can probably bat a bit higher up the order. But that being said, Shai Hope has been doing very well as a number three. Pant and Stubbs are probably doing their best form of finishing. So I think this is how the team will be, and their batting obviously looks much more stronger. In bowling, they've obviously made some quality additions like Rasik, Lizard, and obviously the death bowling of Mukesh and the middle over bowling of Kuldeep will be an asset for them.
Okay, so you are saying it's the same 11 for the Delhi Capitals, same 11 for the Kolkata Knight Riders, unchanged 11 going to this very important fixtures. Orko, it's time. Let's move on to the winners' predictions time now. It's a tough prediction, I must tell you. Match number 47. It's KKR versus DC. It's you versus me. Be very practical and give your predictions, Orko. What is your percentage for this one?
Well, many may talk about home advantage, but more than home, I believe what is called a form advantage. And I think that form is on the side of Delhi. They are coming with a wonderful win against a team like Mumbai. And on the other hand, KKR have been badly depleted against a side like Punjab. So obviously their confidence is down, and that is where Delhi may look to capitalize. I think that Delhi have the upper hand maybe by 50.5% as compared to KKR.
Okay, I don't think so. You will give me more of a percentage. 50.5 is what I will take as of now for the Delhi Capitals. He has given his predictions, ladies and gentlemen. Let us know your predictions as well. Who do you think is favorites in this game and which team will take the 2 points at the Eden Gardens? We're done with match number 47, KKR versus DC at the Eden Gardens. Sit back and enjoy. Also, don't forget to subscribe to the Fifth Umpire. Press the bell icon as well. Till then, thank you so much and bye bye.